Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. I am Wild Yogi Sarina, and yes, I just rebranded my channel again, but this time I think this is really fitting me because I am wild, I am a yogi, and my name is Sarina. And I came up with this idea, and also I'm gonna make an announcement that I am going to separate my channels. I know there's bunch of like mixed match of stuff that is on my channel. Sometimes it's yoga, sometimes it's chanting, sometimes it's foraging, and sometimes I talk about relationship. So this channel right now, Wild Yogi Sarina, I'm gonna use it for more like words and talk about spirituality, healing, foraging, land, relationship, anything that with more words, I'm gonna leave on this channel so we can have more discussions about spirituality, health, wealth, and love. And I'm going to move all my yoga and sound healing onto my second channel, which is in the link in my description below. And also I can drop you a link for my second channel if you only want yoga related content. So on the second channel, I'm gonna name it Yoga and Sound Healing with Yogi Sarina. And I'm gonna post regular long yoga practicing videos and also chanting, kirtan videos, sound healing with crystal ball, or sound healing just with my shamanic chanting. I'm also gonna start writing music, which I'm gonna post on my second channel as well. So yoga and sound healing with Yogi Sarina will be my channel for all yoga related. Because what is yoga? Yoga is not just twisting and turning. This is modern yoga, which happened in the past maybe like 200 or 300 years, which under the quote of Hatha yoga, which is more exercising and body focus. But actual yoga, yog in Sanskrit just means union. Union from self-consciousness to universal consciousness. Union from Shiva and Shakti. Shiva and Shakti, they're the great consort. They're like the yin and yang energy, the masculine and feminine energy, always in union, always in love, always orgasming together. And then yoga is everything about life, anything that brings us together, anything that unites us, anything that makes us happy. Is yoga is not only just twist and turning. So many people are fixated that yoga is twist and turning on a yoga mat. That is not it at all. Yoga is actually a tool for us to reach higher consciousness and enlightenment. Yes, a big part of modern yoga right now is twisting and turning on this mat, but it's actually to open up our chakras and energy channels to be able to enable our body to reach higher consciousness, to help our body to open up our chakras, to help our body to feel good and better, because our body is our spiritual vehicle of this dimension, of this universe. That's why we use yoga to train our body to be able to have a strong, highly spiritual mind. You also have to have a strong body, because if your body is going through illness or a lot of pain, it's really hard for you to think well and think healthily. Everything is related, and yoga is a tool for us to heal ourselves, to reach inwards, to slow down ourselves in this busy modern world. So stop thinking about our checklist, our work, just for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long time you have in a day. And then after yoga, asana, you should also be meditating, because in ancient yoga, yoga only means meditating. That's why Shiva is the first yogi. The first yogi, he just always in meditation. Shiva is always in meditation, because only through meditation and quieting down our mind can we actually connect to our higher self, whatever you call it. Our higher self, our better self, our true self, Shiva, Shakti, God, consciousness, higher spirituality. So many names, even the Tao, even the emptiness in Buddhism, Christ consciousness, it's all the same thing. It's that universal consciousness that is within us. And yoga help us to find that universal consciousness, to remember who we are, to make our body healthy and mind healthy, and then to invoke the Shiva and Shakti within us so that we can live a healthier, happier, wealthier, and more abundant life. And then in turn, we spread this love, because yoga also makes us to love ourselves. A lot of people feeling the insecurities, people are like, oh, I feel so insecure, I don't know what to do, how do I become more confident? Honestly, do more yoga, because yoga trains your body, and your body is this external thing that you can show people. So once you have a healthier body, people will start complimenting you, and then you will gain more confidence. You will feel more secure in your body. You will be happier. And that's step one. But that is just superficial, right? A healthy body sometimes does not equal to a healthy mind. To be able to have that healthy mind, then you do the second part of yoga, which is meditation. Through meditation, we quiet our mind down, we connect to our higher self, where there's the Akashic record, where we can just reach all kinds of answers within us, within this higher consciousness. And that's the second part, that you can gain more confidence, get rid of insecurities. And then the third part, sometimes, okay, there might be people who doesn't like doing yoga asanas, who doesn't like doing meditation. Then I have a third solution for you about yoga, is to chant. Do you like to dance? Do you like to sing? If you like to sing and dance, then you can chant. Chanting and dancing is also a tool to reach higher consciousness. Shiva, the first yogi, doing his Tandava dance, dancing in the chaos, in the ecstasy, in pure bliss, out of his physical form into the spirit. He danced out of his physical form, and he reached to the universal consciousness to feel that we're all one. We're all able to love, especially having that unconditional love to ourselves. So that's the third way to reach higher consciousness and connect with your higher self through yoga, is chanting, kirtan, ecstatic dancing. That's all part of yoga as well. And even if you don't even like dancing or singing, that's fine. Be you. There's also tons of scriptures, Vedic scriptures, Yoga Sutra, Shiva Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, so many tantric scriptures and yogic scriptures you can study. If you're more like the research type and scientific type, then read the scriptures. You can also receive the transmission and reach higher consciousness through scriptures. And if you don't even want to do that, that's okay. There's also the fifth way, which is devotional yoga, which is just worshiping any deity. It could be Jesus, it could be Shiva, it could be Shakti, it could be Vishnu, it could be Krishna, any kinds of deity. Just connect with that deity and truly bow down to that deity and invoke that deity within yourself. You can connect with that higher consciousness as well. And if you don't even want that, that's okay. I have another solution for you, and that is simply act of service to the others. Maybe you can show kindness to your friends. Maybe you can show kindness to your loved ones. Maybe it's time for you to give back to the community. It can be simple things like cooking a meal for your parents, teaching them something that you don't know, saying some kind words to the others. And that is also another part of yoga. Act of service. It's not thinking about what you can gain from this relationship, but unconditionally helping others. And that's also why I'm starting this channel, to put yoga and spirituality and connect it into daily lives, into our relationships, interpersonal relationship, into our way of being, into how do we even hold wealth and heal our money wound, because so many people have this wound in their mind regarding money. But money is actually security for this world. It is also represented as the root chakra, because without security, a home, money to pay for the bills, we wouldn't feel secure in this world, and we wouldn't be able to rise up to our higher consciousness. And yeah, that is all for today. I know it's a lot to unpack, but again, this channel is gonna be more talks about yogic philosophy, love, health, wealth, relationships. And my second channel, Yoga and Sound Healing with Sarina, will be more yoga asana, sound healing, maybe a little bit less talking. And also, huge announcement, I'm gonna start my podcast soon. It'll be called Ordinary, Extraordinary, which I will just invite my friends and ordinary people, but you can see that everybody is extraordinary in their own ways. And there's a Chinese saying that you can always learn something from everybody. That is very true. So I'm gonna open up my podcast soon too on my third channel. I'll drop the link down below as well. Thank you so much for supporting my channels. I wish you love, light, and healing. Namaste.